and then she completed her master's from Banasthali Vidyapit, PhD from Modi University. Currently, she is associated with Thapar University as assistant professor. We have Mr. Ravi Yadav also. He is from 2019 batch, and he completed his BTech in mechanical engineering. And after graduation, he
Hello.
joined. After joining,
Yeah, hi everyone. Hi everyone. This is Ishita here.
please switch off your mics, please. So second panelist is Ravi Yadav. He is from 2009 batch, completed his BTech in mechanical engineering, and after graduation he joined Honda Motorcycles and Scooter Limited. From last more than 5 years, he is associated with Maruti Suzuki India Limited as a manager. Then we have Dr. Jaiveer Singh is from 2009 batch, completed his BTech in mechanical engineering, and then he joined IIT Mumbai for PhD. Currently, he is associated with IIT Jodhpur as assistant professor. Then we have Miss Heena Pruthi. He is from 2010 batch, completed her BTech in computer science after graduation. She worked with Accenture and EY. Currently, she is in Al Futtaim, Dubai. Then Mr. Suman Jha is from batch 2010, completed his BTech in Electronics and Communication. After graduation, he worked with L&T, TCS, and GE Transportation. Currently, he is giving his services to L&T as a project leader. Then Mohit Bansal is from batch 2010, completed his BTech in Computer Science. He joined Wipro after graduation and for 6 years. After his tenure, he joined Accenture. Currently, he is serving as a position of project leader in Accenture at USA. Then Ishita Sai is from 2010 batch. After graduation, she joined Accenture and also worked with Cognizant. To pursue her master's, she left Infosys from the position of technical test leader. Then we have Niranjan Kumar, batch of 2013 from computer science. After graduation, he worked with Friend Connect, Bennett Coleman, and currently he is associated with data as a data scientist to the View, Noida company. Then one more, Pritam Yadav is from 2000 batch. He completed his BTech in Information Technology. After graduation, he worked with Networkables as operation manager, and then from last 7 years, he is associated with VBox. Now I request to Dr. Anuj Sharma, our principal, Engineering College, to say a few words.
Hello, a very good evening to all. I think because only 39 participants has joined the meeting yet.
Yeah.
Should we wait for another some few person can join?
I think so. It's the better option, right? It's a better option.
Okay.
Let's give 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can wait for 2 or 3 minutes. People are continuing process all, and I appreciate this idea of alumni meet, which creates a special relationship among our students who have passed out and who already established themselves in outer world. I believe that alumni meeting is a perfect platform for all where we can meet our teachers, our seniors and batchmates. I would like to praise the multiple roles played by our alumni in the society, and some of the panel members are on key positions in different uh, reputed organizations. I would like to appreciate your effort being done for the development of our society and justifying the years spent by you at this esteemed institutions. BRCM College of Engineering always determined to achieve its high goals with the support of management, especially director sir, HODs, training placement officer, and with faculty and staff. I would like to thank all of you for your keen participation as well as the support you have always extended towards our organization. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to uh, hand over the things to Mr. Vikas Sharma.
Yeah, I think Ravi also joined us. Ravi, are you
Yes,
there?
I'm.
Okay, so now
Yes,
we
yes.
open the session.
Okay. So, good evening, all, and I heartily welcome you all to this session, my seniors, my teachers, my colleagues, and my juniors. It's really great that we are connected at this moment. As they say, challenges develop you well. So, this is a big challenge. Like, we are all locked down in our houses, still connected over here. And I feel great and thank to Vikas sir for this idea and bringing us all together in this time of lockdown. So, as I've been briefed, this session is all about explaining yourself, how you have been going through your journey you have completed. So, I'll start up with my journey. And it's just 11 years I have crossed after school, and I've intentionally used the word of just 11 years because 11 years goes flying in your lifespan. It's like पता भी नहीं चलता कहाँ चला गया ये time. So, I'm a pass out of 2009 batch. I was in mechanical. So I'm a mechanical engineer. I pursued my MBA while continuing my job. So as I passed out, the situation was quite tight in the market and jobs were not so randomly available. So I had two options, either to sit at home or to start up with any job which I get. So I chose the second option, that get any job you want, so that you are not at home sitting, because वो time आपको काटता है. That's what we say. कि मैं घर पे बैठा हूँ इंजीनियरिंग करके. You have to go out in the market, search. So I decided to go out. I worked for 6 7 months with a BPO. Adobe, you may be knowing Adobe PDF, you use Acrobat. So I worked for it. It was an international thing. I thought I would have learning as well of Photoshop and all these things. And that was quite helpful to me. So after that, I got my first chance, and that was in one of my Maruti vendors only. Now that was quite a difficult stage for me because at that time the salary which was like, I getting in BPO was something double or more than double than what I was getting in my manufacturing job, the first job of my field which I was getting. So I had to make a decision. So made the hard decision. I took the job which was related to my field for which I had worked. I had dreamt a mechanical engineer job. So I started with one of my Maruti vendors. I worked there, worked hard, learned a lot of things, and with the grace of gods and well wishes from my teachers, seniors, and parents, I got my first breakthrough quite quickly in Honda two wheelers. So I worked over there in quality management system. I hope you all must be knowing ISO 9001. So I worked over there as a executive for ISO 9001. Our key role was for audits, doing audits as per ISO 9001, implementing procedures, standards, Honda systems. I worked over there for around 3 to 4 years, and then I got my opportunity for Maruti Suzuki. Then I started working with Maruti Suzuki. I started over there as a deputy manager, and now with time, with work, my responsibilities has increased. I am at manager right now. I am working with the central quality department over here. So where we are taking off care of like audits, budgeting of the department quality, trainings. These type of things are involved in central quality, setting the targets for the production. So that is okay. Like journey you are going through. Each decision, my belief is each decision which you make takes you to somewhere or it decides your destiny. So you have to make very wise decisions in your life. I think that day when I chose my first mechanical job in Maruti vendor company, which was paying me less than the half of what I was getting, I think I would have not been at this position till now. I would have been working somewhere out of the line.
Out
If
of
I
the
look
line.
back,
If I look back,
I hope there is some
I
echo.
hope there is some echo.
Request you all to please
I
mute your mics.
request you all to please mute your mics.
बूढ़ा पे सीधे बूढ़ा पे चले जा रही हो तुम Hey Vikas, this is Mohit here. So what you can do is, if you can go, hey Vikas, this is Mohit here.
Yeah.
So you can go to participant tab and just click on mute all.
Yeah, already I mute
So
all.
you can handle this. Yeah, that's fine.
So I was just telling you about how you have to make decisions. You have to be committed about what you want in your life, how you have to move towards it. Sometimes there are hard times where decisions are tough, but you have to decide what do you want. You have done engineering, you have done it for a purpose, but you have to stick to it. You have to give your time, your commitment, your dedication. Then only you will be able to come out all the challenges. Now, this is a time of lockdown, yet, yes, in manufacturing, it was never believed that you can work from home. We never used to think about this way that you can work from home in these scenarios of lockdown. But see, today, it's been like around 32nd day of lockdown we are in today, but we are working from home very comfortably. So that's what challenges make you. They make you develop, they make you think of options. So that's what you have always to do. You have to develop your skills. If you don't develop it, you will be behind the world, behind the time. And the selection, everyone wants to select the best person available in the market. So you have to develop your skills. So that's all from my side now. And I'll hand over the session to Manju ma'am. Thank you guys.
Hello, is it audible?
Yes.
Yes. Hello, my dear juniors. First of all, I would like to thank to Dr. Anuj Sharma sir, Principal BRCM CAT, Vikas Sharma sir, Training and Placement Officer. I, Dr. Manju Khurana, had done BTech in Computer Science and Engineering in 2008. After that, I have done my MTech from Banastali Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan. Now, after when I have done my MTech, after that I have joined BRCM itself as an assistant professor. Then I have a working experience with the principal sir itself and Vikas sir. They all are just like my colleagues. And after that, means after around 1.10 years in BRCM, then I switched. Means I have switched my career and I have done my PhD from Modi University of Science and Technology, Lakshmangarh. And currently, I'm working at Thapar University, Patiala as an assistant professor. Now, my guidance to my juniors, the point is that as you all are doing engineering, so it means you have an opportunity to go out in this world and use the time that you have to better not only yourself, but for your friends, family, communities, and the nation. We can think just like a problem, no matter how big or small a problem is, there is always a solution, right? And with most of means we can say with most solutions to a problem, someone or something is always getting benefit, right? Today, we are living in a such kind of world where diversity is more accepted. There are so many different areas. We can choose any area, right? No matter what you are going to do, have the potential to better yourselves to these areas. Just proceed it in any area, right? We do not need any magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. As there is a pandemic situation going on due to COVID-19, so I just want to conclude because there is just a means limitation of time of 5 to 7 minutes for each and every person. So that's why I just want to say the limited things here to enjoy your life. The precious means we can say the moments you have to spend each day with some new thought to get your emotions going, to keep your dreams alive. These means we can say we have so many problems, right? But you have to do to you means you be the ability to be able to work hard for your dreams to come true, to become a reality. So thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay safe, and work hard. All the very best. Thank you.
Next will be Dr. Jaiveer.
Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So briefly, I'll introduce myself. Then I'll try to give some message to the junior students. And very good evening to everyone. So I hope I think I'm audible to everyone. So if there is any issue, then just let me know. So of course, I'll not talk about any research or any technical things in this session. I'll just go through my journey from BRCM to IIT Jodhpur. The path which I choose basically to be academics. So more or less, I did B mechanical in 2009 from BRCM. Then just after BTech, I moved to IIT Bombay as a junior research fellow. So I spent almost a year there as a junior research. Then I got an expression to be in research or to be in academics in the longer run. So I just started preparing my GATE and I went through that. But at that time, I did not had any master's degree with me. So just after BTech, with GATE score, I enrolled into a PhD course over there in metallurgical and material science. And I just want to let you know that I did BTech mechanical engineering from BRCM, but now I myself don't treat me as a mechanical engineer. So no more mechanical engineering for me. Still, even I'm teaching in mechanical engineering at IIT Jodhpur, but most of the research which I did in material science or metallurgical engineering. So I'm now back to mechanical engineering after leaving BRCM. So being just to keep it basics. So after that, I did my PhD from IIT Bombay in 2015. And after that, for a shorter period, just after submission of my thesis, I moved to Manipal University, Jaipur for about 8 months. So I worked there. Meanwhile, I was able to got some opportunity abroad in for postdoctoral research. So I moved to Republic of Korea for about 3.5 to 4 years. So I worked there as a research professor in government university, Suncheon National University there. So just now last year in 2019 October, I got offer actually in the month of May last year, but I joined in the month of October at IIT Jodhpur in mechanical engineering as assistant professor. So that was my background basically. So my message for today to the some of students, they can treat like it doesn't matter sometimes from where you are belong, from what you did, but the important thing is you need to have dedication and motivation, and passion is important what you want to pursue in future. So briefly, I can tell you, to get that, you need to come out from the luxury. You need to put the efforts, whatever you can do. If you put your efforts maximum, you can get whatever you want. For more details, like if I say there are a lot of informations and technology is available nowadays. You just go to web, you try to get the answer for any problem, you'll get thousands of response. But what is important? You cannot go through thousands of response. The important thing is you need to get what information basically you need. So that is the important thing. Just if you work on any research area or any problems, you just Google it on Google Scholar or Scopus. You'll get thousands of paper publications people have already done, but all of them may not be relevant to you. Important thing is you need to utilize your mind. What information exactly you need? If you are able to get that information, you can proceed further. So information is there. To get that information is very difficult task. It's not easy. Say you say there are many things I can do. This thing I can do. That thing I can do. Those are all dummy answers. Basically, you can do everything, but you are not able to do anything. So those are hypothetical situations. So basically, if somebody says you need to Just do literatures, you get the answers, then go through it and try to concise it, precise it, and then use it. So if somebody says I belong from a village area or I belong from an urban area, my communication skills are not good, so I cannot do that. So those are secondary aspects, not primary aspects. So like I have some questionnaires for students. If I ask students, do you want to be successful in your career? My second question will be, do you want to be a good engineer? Then if I say, do you want to get blessed? The students will obviously say, I want. Every student obviously will say, I want to be successful, I want to be a good engineer, I want to get blessed. But if I ask you, who will help you? Students may say, like, teacher will do, professors will do, university will do, the labs will do. The random answer will be there for any questions. But if I say, do you want to be a professor? Nobody will answer. Students want basically everything from professors or college or labs they want to get in their life. If I ask them, how many of you want to be a professor? I'm sure I have asked this question in the class also. Nobody want to. So if I think myself, what is the reason for that? They may say the career is not attractive, it's very boring job. You need to teach students throughout your life. You're not able to do anything. The corporate culture is not there. You have to be sincere. You have to be very, very careful with other things also. So these things will there. Maybe resources is there. Maybe then strengths is there. Then maybe the different technology is there. So being a professor and teaching in class is not a good thing. So I'll just try to conclude my talk here. If I say you want to study this topic, a professor is going to teach in the class, it's not necessary that teacher will do the best way in the class. But if students use their technology, they just go into Google or there are many online classes or there are so resources are available. NPTEL is there, some government portal are also there. They have the full courses. The best professor in the world are teaching online courses. They can get all the information. Why they need to attend the classes? Everything is available on the net. But students don't want to put the efforts to get all the information themselves. They want somebody else to do it actually. If they don't want to put the efforts to get the information from the web or from the internet, nobody is going to help them. So my sincere request to all the students, whatever you want to get in your life, you need to put the proper efforts to get those things. If you put efforts, I'm sure nobody will stop you. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Jaiveer. Now I request to Heena Pruthi to join us. Share her views.
Hello, everyone. I thank our principal, Dr. Amit Sharma and Vikas Sharma, sir, for this opportunity where everyone is together to celebrate the unity that we have. We are part of the same institution that we have in common, and that is why we have to build this bond more stronger. I think it's a better platform, and we should have these meetings with the rest of the alumni also in coming weeks or months. Coming to me, I am Heena, and I am a 2010 batch pass out from computer science engineering. After we left college, as our sir Ravi Yadav has explained, that the situation was very bad. We were having recession in the market, and people who already had jobs were losing their jobs. But that did not leave us to a point that we will not make any effort to get a job or do whatever we want to do in the career. So after leaving the college, I joined to continue my studies further for GATE, but somehow I went for a, like it was just a coincidence. I went for an interview for Accenture and I got selected the same day. So I started my career from Accenture. I joined in February 2011, and that's when for 5 years I've been associated with Accenture. I used to work in SAP, which is an ERP system. And after leaving Accenture, I joined Ernst& Young. I worked there for 4 years. I was more into the consulting part where we used to talk to clients and get multiple things done. Then after leaving EY, I joined in Dubai in Al Futtaim as a business application manager. So we have a varied applications that the client is using, and I am the owner or responsible for whatever has been done in those applications, mainly the software ones related to the HR area. It means maintaining all the employee records, like you have for for any organization. So this is my role with the current organization. And since this is the business that I've joined, and it is no more a consulting one, it's again a very different area for me. And right now I'm literally enjoying the area I've been in. So that is why you don't have to do being a self-constrained to one area. You have to keep exploring multiple things, which doesn't make your job very monotonous, but rather it makes you feel that there are other challenges that you have to face in your career. So it's been like almost 10 years I've been associated with lot of learnings, lot of new things. Coming to advise, as an advice to all the students out here, while in college, I used to be participating in a lot of mock interviews or a lot of technical fest that used to happen in the college. That boost up a lot of my confidence, which really helped me out in my career throughout these 10 years. So this is a very, very important advice you should all get. To boost up your confidence and to do something different, you will have to break your shells and come out in the world open, so that you get out of college and you have ample confidence to do all the stuff together. Next thing, I would really suggest you to build the networking. So once you are out of the college, you cannot go to multiple places where you will ask for jobs. But definitely, if you keep in touch with your seniors or with people out in the industry and build your strong network, that will really help you out in getting jobs and in getting multiple advices that we used to follow with our seniors. So that is also one big part. And currently, the job I'm in, I also got a job as one of my network, where, but then again, you get an opportunity, but you have to clear it yourself. So build up the confidence and just do what you can to groom your career. Next thing I would suggest is to focus very much on the communication skills. This is where I'm coming from. Like a lot of technical interviews you will clear, but if you don't have the communication, people will not take you for your organization, because communication is a very key to every aspect. So for example, if you go and talk to a person, if you don't have good communication skills, then you will definitely not able to convey your message or convey your points to the people out there in the organization, which will make you lose confidence. But again, you will not be having good skills that will definitely not help you grow up in your career. So definitely communication is the key. Start if you are standing in front of the mirror, take any topic and start speaking about it, or talk to people in English, communicate in the English language, because it's the common language across used all the multiple countries. And then my another advice would be to have, if someone is criticizing you for anything, just take it positive and move ahead in your career. I think that's all. But again, just try to be in the latest technologies that are in the market, which will definitely help you move ahead in your career. So technology is also the key. Just try to be at least having some information is good, and that will really make your knowledge grow vast. And that concludes my advice and my experience so far. And I wish all the best to all the students in the career, and stay safe, stay healthy.
Now I request to Suman Cha share his views.
Yeah, hi everyone. This is Suman, and thank you for the opportunity to speak here in front of my seniors, my juniors, everyone. So, most of the points my colleagues, my seniors already have covered, so I'm nothing much to say. But definitely, I'd like to highlight my journey here, and then I'll give some advices for the coming generation. So, yeah, I almost lost a hope that I'll get a job because when we came out in 2010, I'm a 2010 electronics and communication engineering pass out. As Heena was also saying, we don't have any hope of getting any job, but we didn't choose our hope. So I struggled. Many of us struggled, and finally I got a job. So, and then I was another type of guy who wants to have a job in their particular field because that's what I was a little bit passionate about also. So I got a couple of offers in recession time also. Then I finally selected my dream job and I got placed into Larsen and Toubro Limited, LNT Limited. So there I started my career. And then finally, from after 5 years of it, then I thought of moving ahead in my career and then joined G Transportation. So in G Transportation, I choose a different profile where I was looking into more of locomotive. So I'm in power electronics design engineer where I was designing engines and the battery systems for it. And from there, I have got another call from LHT again. Can you join us back? We are starting a new division. Can you lead us here in terms of power electronics? And that was the area of most hottest topic nowadays in market is electric vehicles. So I'm designing electric vehicles for in LNT for many customers. It's a service-based company here. I work for BMW. I work for Daimler, Mercedes-Benz. I work for Rolls-Royce, and I work for many other supporting non-brand also. So there are many things like directly sells like Maruti Suzuki, Honda. So there are other things, other partners who will be supporting them like Panasonic or some other companies. FED, many companies are there. So almost I have interacted with many parts of the world, especially Germans in this industry. They are far ahead with the technology and with the advancement they have it in their field. So I am also learning. That's what my key rule is. Never think of like you know many things and end up in your life with like egoistic way. So that is what one thing life always teaches us a lesson. We should. So that is my short biography of about me. So my basically design areas. I am a power electronics engineer, almost having 10 years of experience now, and working in many sectors. I have worked in automobile sector. I have worked in transportation, in locomotive sector. Then I have worked in consumer electronics. I have worked in white goods domain. I have worked in industrial products. So I tried my luck almost like many places. And companies and my seniors also supported them, and that's how I grow in my career. The second point, this is a brief summary about me. Now coming to the advices section. I know the college time, it always feels a goosebumps. I always get a goosebump remembering the college days. And yeah, I know there's something which we cannot take any chance to miss out. That is like the time which we spend in college, coming out of home, spending much of the time with friends and just gossiping around. So yeah, the main is age factor. That is a different age factor which everyone will pass in your life. So I don't suggest anyone to ruin that age factor. So because we have a lot of energy, we have a lot of willingness to learn, many things to do, including studies, playing, outdoor playing, games, online games, then many making new friends, learning new things. So this is a platform college which gives you a different type of platform apart from studies to develop a co-curricular activity. And I believe many of us would be using that platform now, especially in COVID situation. That somebody is singing, somebody started cooking, somebody is playing music. So they are doing this time pass in their home to just mental relax. So this is also an important thing. So there are a lot of things to do in that age group. If you only, I cannot suggest you to be only part of study. So study is definitely one of the key important things, but other areas you cannot neglect it. You cannot stop making friends there because you have to give more time towards study. And there's nothing, no time for music learning. Somebody is passionate towards learning music. So the key point, what I'm saying is here, time management. If you can manage, you just list out the areas uh, which you are passionate about and which you want to develop passion also, and just do a proper time management. So let's say in study, if you want to give some hours to study, don't neglect games. Just go play out football, cricket. A lot of good grounds in our college. And meanwhile, just don't ignore friends. I know that mobile nowadays is almost ruining our friendship. Everybody is connected on WhatsApp, but nobody is connected now to each room. Just knock doors of the friends, go to midnight, just enjoy your party, enjoy your bachelor life. But time management, you should do everything. So remember one thing, time will never come again. The clock is always ticking. Now, this are the things of enjoyment factor. Now coming back to study, why we are doing engineering is about the two things. Basically two categories. One category is people will do because of passion, that those will be very small in percentage. People will do it for the job and they don't have much clarity why I'm doing engineering. Most of the people fall under that category. So what we should get to do to get a job in market. So what I feel is after having almost like 10 years part of in after college and working with different segment of the industry, many times I feel that I regret few of the things. If I would have studied little bit more in this my college, I would have done better in my career now. Or let's say I have not to consult for 10, 15 people, or I should not have been stressed more. My stretching power on my brain would have reduced if I would have studied these things. So that are the some of the regret points I always get it. So my sincere suggestions to all the students is whether they are of any stream, just stick to your basics. Read engineering, the topics which many of us will neglect it, because some point of time whether you are in that area or not in area we cannot decide when we are studying in engineering. But let's say hopefully if you are getting connected in that area itself in your job, those things are literally going to help you. I'm just telling you, many times what happened in my career is I was associated with IISc Bangalore for some of the research things, and I was doing some research. Being a bachelor's degree, I don't have master's degree. Then I was my branch was electronics and communication. I was put into electrical domain, and there I have to design a big motors and all of 100 kilowatts motors. I had no clues what to do it. My professors were banging on my head that you have to do it, and they were talking about PhD level. So definitely I must have a knowledge of master. There I would have felt I felt that time if I would have studied some basics in my college, definitely my stretch level will not be that much. So that is a very key point here. And second point I just want to say is, uh, later point of time when you think of doing anything, there are a lot of responsibility will come you on your name of family and other things which you don't have much time to spend on. So that is what I'm asking you to do with all these things now. And the most important thing is upcoming technology, or what is the current market trend in your own area. Let's say somebody is in electronics, somebody is in computer science. If somebody is in computer science, you definitely can go to machine learning and the data science coming in. If somebody is from electrical, you try to see what is the current trend in market, and just don't stick to your college curriculum only. Just try to see what is available on there. A lot of as our seniors were saying, a lot of online portals are there which and you can just focus in those areas. It will help you to get a job. So that's what I need to see. Time is limited. So that's what. Any questions I'll be taking up in the last of the session. Thank you all.
Now I would like to request to Mohit share his view.
Hi. Hi, everyone. This is Mohit Bansal. I hope all of you are able to see me and hear me properly.
Yeah.
Vikas, sir, are you able? Okay, that's fine. So, hey friends, this is Mohit, passed out from CSC 2010 batch. Currently, I'm in USA for past almost say 7 years. So I'm not going into so much advice section. So what I would tell you is my story. So how I reached here from my college. So I hope like you will get few lessons from there, and maybe I can always answer your questions if there are any, uh, in the question answer session. So I was, to be honest, I was pretty average student. Most of my teachers will not, they don't even remember my name for sure. So I came from diploma background. There I had cleared almost like 18 सप्ली थे भाई मेरी डिप्लोमा के फाइनल ईयर में. ठीक है. I'm not going to lie anything. So I joined my college in second year after diploma. So as a diplomchi. Lekin the good thing was I got very good friends. So I graduated with Heena and Suman. Those are my batchmates. So all these people helped me a lot. And the best part was डिग्री में एक भी सप्लाई नहीं आई. डिप्लोमा में 18 सप्लाई इन लास्ट सेमेस्टर आई क्लियर्ड एंड डिग्री में एक भी रिपीट नहीं आई. सो व्हाट लेसन इज always try to improve yourself. First thing. Okay. So I had so many memories in the college, and when I passed out from college, I graduated in 2010, as I said. So again, as Heena and Suman mentioned, like there was crisis of jobs. So मैं सुमन और हम सब लोग गुड़गांव में एक रूम में 15 लोग रहते थे just to look for the job. Can you imagine, in a single room 15 people are staying, right? So धीरे धीरे करके एक एक करके सबकी जॉब्स लगती गई, लेकिन I was the one who left behind somehow. The only reason was I originate from a village, you can say. So मेरी जो स्टडी हुई है सारी की सारी पंजाबी मीडियम में हुई है. I at that time I did not even able to speak Hindi properly. So because of that, as Heena mentioned, the communication is the key aspect, to get a job. So because of communication, I always lagged behind from other people, as compared to my colleagues. So nahi job lag rahi thi. So what I did was I did not lose hope. So again, this is second lesson for you. Whenever you complete your graduation, just look for the job. Do not think like I'm sitting home, मम्मी बढ़िया बढ़िया खाना दे रही है, तो वो अगर feel रहेगा तो you will never able to find any job. Trust me. So you have to go into the market. You have to see what is there in the market, what is the struggle. Then only you will feel the importance of job, right? So after my job, again, my only problems were communication. And the second part was whenever there was any presentations happened in my college time, I always used to bunk. I had two problems. One was communication, as always. So English बोलता था तो ऐसे लगता था कि भाई सब लोग पूरी क्लास हंसेगी तो मुझे नहीं जाना ही नहीं है, बंक कर देंगे, कोई नहीं, 10 नंबर कम लगेंगे, क्या बड़ी बात है, right? And the second problem was stage fear, to be honest. तो स्टेज पे 30 लोगों के 40 लोगों के सामने बोलना वाज अ बिग डील फॉर मी एट दैट टाइम. सो उसके बाद eventually after struggling a lot, I lost a hope in February 2011. 6 or 7 months I stayed in Gurgaon, Delhi, looking for jobs, but nahi lag rahi thi. So I went back to my hometown, and I started spending time with my father in business. बट इवेंचुअली वो बोलते हैं ना कि किस्मत है तो बस करनी ही है आपको. तो इन मार्च I got a call from Wipro, and they said, okay, you have been selected, you can come to Bangalore for training. So I did my training in Bangalore, and then I moved to Kolkata. So Kolkata, again, the problem was with me is communication. Everyone was being judged over basically English, you can say. और मेरी इंग्लिश इतनी खराब थी बोलने में और लिखने में कि मैं आप लोगों को बता नहीं सकता बस इस मोमेंट पे. ओके. So at that time, what I started doing is, one of my senior gave me one advice that you have to face your fears at one moment at your time. So the best part was like I realized it very sooner in my professional career. So in the first year itself, what I started was I started learning 10 new words daily. Of course, I mean, आप लोग इंग्लिश एक ही दिन में, या हम लोग कोई भी बंदा इंग्लिश एक ही दिन में नहीं सीख सकता, राइट? सबको सब कुछ नहीं आ सकता एक दिन में. So I started learning 10 words a day. I started using them on my daily vocabulary, on my emails to clients, and with friends. Of course, सब कोई शुरू में हंसता था, and I used to feel bad. But then at that time, at the same time, I decided नहीं, मुझे करना है तो करना है. Let people laugh. It's okay. So what I did was, like I said, I started doing this 10 words thing. I started doing a couple of more things which I used to fear. So you will not believe, after 2.5 years in my professional journey with Wipro, out of 68 people, I was the only one who selected for US assignment. And I came I came to USA for the first time. And when I came here, the whole world was completely different. It was upside down for me. So what happened here, I still remember my first day in US. The people were speaking in a different accent, right? So I came back home from my first day of my job in the US, and I started crying. Of course, I was missing my home, as well as I was thinking like, when I'm not even able to understand their language, how I'm going to do work for them. So that was the best part. Again, I started. at least.
Vika-
And you will not believe, even after 10 years, I'm still learning. I have 2 notebooks around me. Whatever I feel like I have to learn this, I have done so many certifications. I'm almost certified in 215 things in different
Hi,
technologies in
this is
computer
Ishita here.
science. Okay. So almost after now, I have spent in US like 6 years. I have already spent here. 1 साल के लिए मैं इंडिया आया था last year. So when I was in India with Accenture, we used to go for interviews, college recruitment, basically mass recruitment, you can say. So I was part of that panel as well. So what I saw in major universities is, I will not take any name of the university, but a major university in Noida, major universities of Delhi. What I found is people were not able to clear the aptitude exam. Either companies set the benchmark up, or they are not, or students are not giving much importance to aptitude. So they knew so much, they have done so much projects in robotics, AI, and all these things, but they were not able to clear the exam. So if you are not able to clear the first hurdle, then how you will be coming to the next one, right? So I will again, I'm saying, like, I will not take university's name, but what I saw was 87 students cleared out of 700 the aptitude exam. Will you believe this? A very reputed university, everyone has done the projects in robotics, artificial intelligence, and all this, but aptitude ही नहीं clear हो रहा है, तो हम लोग second stage में कैसे जाएंगे, right? So in the span of 1 year in 2019, I went to almost 25 to 26 colleges across India. So that was the problem I saw everywhere. So because of the short time, now coming to the advice part, what I would say is, try to learn whatever you can. Of course, nobody can master anything in single day, right? So one of the senior gave me one advice, which I am still following even after 10 years. I would like to give you the same, if you can follow. Just try to learn new thing at least 1 hour a day. 1 साल के बाद जब आप कॉलेज से निकलोगे, तो of course you will be having 365 hours of learning with you, with something new apart from your daily studies. अगर आप इतना कर सकते हो, तो trust me, nobody is going to stop you to take a job. And as Heena mentioned, you have to build networking. That is the most important aspect. And ये चीज मत सोचना, जो गलतियां, अभी मैं ये एडवाइस नहीं बताऊंगा आप लोगों को. What I would going to say is the mistakes which I have done during my college, what I used to think about teachers, what I used to think about during the seminars and all this. So the first mistake I did was, कभी भी presentations नहीं देता था मैं बंक कर जाता था. वो वाला जिस दिन मेरा नंबर आता था, I used to bunk कि नहीं, 10 नंबर कम लगेंगे, it's okay, but I'm not going to allow people laughing at me when I'm going to speak in English or stage fear. इस वजह से during the initial years of my job, I faced so many problems. So please, कभी भी ये मत करना. It's okay, they are your fellow students only, they are your friends. Even if they are laughing, that's okay. But at least you will get a chance to speak, and stage fear आपका दूर होगा. So when you have to give, present yourself, you will get the confidence. And when you have to present yourself in, searching for job or during interviews, trust me, you will have much more confidence than others. So that was the first mistake I did. And the second mistake I did was, जो भी जिस सब्जेक्ट से मुझे डर लगता था, मैंने सोचा कि नहीं, इसको रट्टा मार के बस मैं क्लियर कर लूंगा, that's all. So because of that, okay, मतलब मैंने क्लियर कर लिया वो एग्जाम, बट कभी भी सीख नहीं पाया. So jab in my job, when I had to do some things on those subjects, on those area, so I always used to feel lag behind at the same time. So please, I would advise 1 घंटा at least आप लोग daily spend कीजिए कुछ नई learning पे. खुद से सर्च कीजिए, अपने सीनियर्स को कांटेक्ट कीजिए, मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है. यू कैन ऑलवेज रीच आउट टू मी थ्रू लिंक्डइन, फेसबुक. ठीक है. So that was the story of a boy, basically you can say, जो एकदम एवरेज था और जो आज यहाँ पे यूएस में पहुंच गया 6 साल. तो यार आप लोग क्यों नहीं पहुंच सकते? मैं तो बहुत ही विलेज बैकग्राउंड से हूँ, पंजाबी मीडियम से पढ़ा हुआ. So I hope you get some lessons from it. So that's it from my side for now. Okay, so you can always reach out to me. Thank you, Vikas sir.
Thank you, Mohit. I think next is Ishita Sahai, but I don't think she is online. So I would like to request Niranjan Kumar to proceed. Niranjan.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you, Vikas sir, for organizing this one. And it was a great learning experience while listening to our super seniors. Uh, yeah, so actually, I'm using Linux system, so not able to present the thing that I have. So Ankur might be presenting it. Ankur, yeah, he started my slide. Yeah, so I'm BTech. I've done BTech from BRCM, and it was in IT, 2000, 2013, 2009 to 2013 batch. Ankur, can you please go to the next slide? So BRCM acted as a launch pad for me. So it laid, you can say that it bring out the IT enthusiast in me. So for that I deeply thank everyone who were involved in my. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yeah. So, how did I started my journey of professional career? So, uh, when there were summer vacations after you can say the even semesters, we got ample amount of time to learn new skills. So after third year, I got enrolled in NIIT to do Java, advanced Java and core Java course, because at the time no there were limited, or you can say limited online coaching institutes. So I opted for NIT and did my core Java from that. So I learned a lot inside ourselves. So yeah, I practiced a lot and learned a lot from that. So I got my first break as a, you can say, Java developer in Frank Connect. So Frank Connect is a company, product company based in Noida. So I got selected in the pool campus drive held at SCTM Cathal. So, so that batch was of 30 students, and the total strength of company was around 200, not 200, yeah, 180. So that was a small company, and there was a lot of work to be done. So initially, they gave us a quick training of around 20 to 30 days, and after that, they just um, they just threw us in the projects, live projects, and initially it was a very overburdened situation for us, because we were just passed out of college and we were not able to understand the code base. So it took long nights to understand the code, because there was no uh, laptops were there, or only the systems, fixed systems were there. So we have to be there in the office to go through the code and understand what each and everything is doing. So it paid off well in the future, but those time were, you can see that we wanted to skip those long nights, but that eventually helped us a lot. And after working there for 2 years, I took a break and headed towards my another journey, and I ended up in Times Business Solutions. It is a subsidiary of Times of India. We also call it a Bennett Coleman company. So there I joined as a Java developer. So I continued my path of technology path in Java only, but the situation of work was totally different. So I got ample amount of time for doing for each task. So there was lot of you can say lot less pressure. So initially for first 2 3 months it was good that I'm not getting enough. I'm getting enough time, and all the things were going pretty good. But after 2 3 months, as I was doing a lot of work in my previous company, it became quite a monotonous for me, that it is a 9 to 6 job. There is not much challenging tasks and all those stuff. So while I was getting that time, I started learning new things. I I went through one of the most, you can say, one of the best website to learn coding, Hacker Earth. I learned from that, and though I was not able to clear big company interviews, but I did get enough experience in data structure and algorithms by solving the live problem, live questions, and I just took the next break in into the new that was one of the startups. Um, 5 to 8 years back, but it was a good company. Interview was good, and after TBS, I went on to my next journey in to the new. Ankur, can you please go to the next slide? So I joined to the new in December 2015 as a senior software engineer in Java. So there also I worked in Java. So but that was not a product company; it was a service company. I got chance to interact with multiple clients. But after working for 3 years, around 3 years, I got promoted to ATL level, and I've got by the time I got the chance to choose handle a team of you can say 5 to 6 people. But with the advent of more computing power, processing, and you can say huge RAM systems, all the stuff, so data was playing an important role in all over the world. You can see that the trend of big data and data science was coming because we all know that data is the new oil. So every client, not every client, but most of our client was uh, a bit inclined towards data work. That there is a lot of data aggregated at their end, and they want to extract some useful information out of that. But in our company, there was no one who can handle this. So I and along with me, three or four of my colleagues volunteered that we will be learning big data, and we'll try to implement simple POCs for them. And they like, if they will like, then we can continue with the work. So we did the big data work, and yeah, client was very satisfied with our work. And after that, client also gave us the work for data science. So that part of the data science is, you can say, a separate journey for me, because that part is totally different from being a developer. It involves a lot of mathematics, lot of computation, lot of everything was totally different from being a programmer. So it took a lot of long nights to understand how the situation works in the things of data science. So uh, I was able to do a few POCs. Uncle, can you please click to the next slide? I was able to do a few POCs for clients, and the clients were very happy with it. And I was called in for Abu Dhabi for 3 months for
Hello, I am sorry to interrupt. I'm Ravi Yadav. I'm really sorry to
yeah,
interrupt in between the session. You have been really
yeah,
good, Niranjan, but please don't
yeah.
take me otherwise. I think there are a lot of people lined up, so I request you to please summarize a bit so that we can follow the time frame and we can give
Sure,
chance
sure,
to everyone.
sure.
Thanks a lot. I hope you understand me.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
So after that, but the as per the current situation is COVID-19, and COVID-19 has put all of us in bound to our home. So we are getting a lot of time while working from home to enhance our new skills. So as we have already received a lot of advice from our super seniors, so not I won't be adding much, but keep few things in mind, that never stop learning, be up to date with the latest technologies we have here, and keep practicing it. So there might be the hard time for the current year passing out students, but do not get demotivated. Fix your goal and work towards it. Grab even the smallest of the opportunities, and remember one thing: no job is small or big, no pay is big or you can say small or big. So you need to grab the opportunity and work on it, and you will eventually succeed in your life. Thank you. And I will be taking questions and question answer session.
Okay, thank you, Niranjan. And now I request to Pritam share his views. Pritam, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I hope everyone can see me. If somebody can just confirm if you can see me, hear me, then I'll start.
Yeah, we can see you.
Vikas, sir, can you see me? Can you hear me?
You're, we can see you.
Great, great. So thank you for the opportunity to speak here, to reconnect with my seniors, with my colleagues, and connect with my juniors. I think this is a pretty different thing from what I do in my day-to-day life. So thank you for that. I am a product of BRCM College. I passed out in 2013. From all the speakers here, I think I and Niranjan are from the
Same batch.
latest batch 2000. Some are from 2009, 10, 11. So I'm from 2013. uh, my experience might be less than I think all of them. Right. I'll start first. I was in college, and in the final year of the college, in the eighth semester, I think that rule came that year only, that you have to do a industrial training. There will be no eighth semester. I mean, there will be eighth semester, but there will be no classes in that. And you have to go in the industry. You have to do some internships. You have to do jobs. So I think that was a very, very good thing which happened with our batch, and that gave me a chance to get a job. So when I left, I think it was December or something, December 12. Then I got a job in VBox as a GET in April 2013. Right. So at that time, I was not even getting a salary. I was getting a stipend of 5,000 rupees. But many of my colleagues, many of my friends, what they were doing is they were suggesting to join a BPO if I'm not able to get a job. So, but I did not do that because that was not my core field, and that is not something that I wanted to do. Right. So it's very important for you to decide what your first job is going to be, even if you have to wait a little longer, even if you have to work at a very, very little salary or no salary, even if at all, you should go and get that opportunity. Right. As Niranjan said that no opportunity is small. So, but the first job is very important. You either take a step in the right direction, or you go in the wrong direction. So if you go in the wrong direction, you might not be able to come back from that. Right. Getting a job where you are interested, it's in your field, it is very important. Right. So that is my first advice. So when I joined VBox, it was a startup. It started I think 2 3 years back. I'm still working with the same company, and my designation, my salary, I've got ESOPs, I've got gratuity, right? So these things will happen, right? Do not think about whether I will not get a big salary, or I will not get be able to work with a big company. Do not think like that. Some of your friends, some of your colleagues might be working in big companies. You might not be working there today. You might not be there today, but you will be there tomorrow. If you keep working, you will be there tomorrow. So do not get demotivated. Keep working in that direction. So that brings me to my second step, which is I started as a developer, but then I changed the position to project manager because development was not my strong field, and I my interest was in project management field. So I started working in that direction. My communication skills were okay. My technical understanding was very good because I had already been a developer. So that helped me, get that opportunity. It was a small company. That was also one of the factors that even without a big experience, I got to work at that role. So my second advice to my fellow freshers is that think Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, so I was saying adaptability is very important. You cannot limit yourself that okay, this is something that I if I'm doing, I will be doing this. I will not move to any other direction. There are literally thousands of fields today, name of which you have not even heard, right? So keep an open mind and see what fits you best, right? If you're able to find that, it might take some time, but if you're able to find that, that will be the best thing that can happen to you, right? uh, Second, I think everybody on this panel has suggested the same thing: keep learning. That is a very important thing because technology, and it is the fastest evolving thing today. Technology evolves at a great rate, at a big rate, right? So you have to keep learning. You need to keep yourself up to date with the new technologies, with the new trends in the market, right? When I say for example, this is work from home, right? We never thought that we will be sitting for this much time at home and working. It might be true in some cases who are working from home. For example, I think Ankur, one of my friends, has some work from home situation. I don't know, but and this is not possible 10 years back. One question that many people have in their mind, uh, whether I stick with the same company or I do the job hopping for every 2 3 years, every 2 3 years. It's a very unique situation. It's and it depends on you completely. If you think that you're not getting good opportunities, good learning in your current company, then definitely you can switch. But if you think you are getting good learning, uh, good remuneration, right? A chance to grow yourself, then you can stay with the same company. There's no rule in the world which says you cannot stay with the same company, right? I have been doing it for the past 6 7 years, and my life is going good, right? I've got ESOPs, I've got gratuity, right? So that's my 2 bits. Again, it was great connecting to you all. It's very happy to see some familiar faces again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pritam. Now I would like to request Ravi Yadav for vote of thanks.
Yeah, hello guys. Hello once again. So, first of all, going to the vote of thanks, I'd like to mention some of the very good points which were addressed in this session. First is addressed by my friend, my colleague, Dr. Jaiveer. He said that communication skills are some regional aspects. These are some problems which people face. But I say, as he said, that these are the secondary parameters. Exactly. They are the secondary parameters. Those are the chains which are holding us. हमें इन्हें break करना है. That depends on us how we have to work upon it. We have Google, we have other resources in college, we have best of the resources available. To work upon them, we have to break those chains, then only we can move forward. Same way Hina said, importance of communication skills. Exactly. If you have to compete with the world, you have to match the trend, you have to match the time. Today's need is communication skills, the most important thing, your confidence.
Ravi, you are on mute. Uh,
Hi, sorry, I thought it was unmuted. So let me start once again. Okay. So I was addressing that there were some very good comments or points which were given by my colleagues, all the alumni. First is from Dr. Jaiveer Yadav, my friend, my batchmate. He said that your communication skills, your regional aspects are some of your primary factors if you are not having these skills. I really appreciate his point. These are the chains which are holding us back. We have to work, we have to break these chains. Google is available, lot of resources. One of the best resources we have in our college. You can always consult with them, your teachers, your professors, and you have to break these chains. Same way Hina said for importance of communication skills. Yes, you have to match the trend, the timeline which is going on. You have to match to the timeline. You have to be very confident when presenting yourself, and you can be confident only when you have the communication skills, the latest other technical skills available to you. If you have those with you, you are automatically very confident. Like Mohit said that he was not good in communication skills, but now he's not even in India, he's outside. He was having stage fears, and see today he's not even in India, he's in some other country and addressing over there. So you have to fight these things and come out of it. Then Suman addressed very good point. Passion is good. I say yes, passion is very good, but always keep a second option with you, because in life adaptability is very important in current situation. The competition is very stiff, and I'm not saying this to make you troubled or make you worry about it, guys. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो ओवरकम नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है, थोड़ी मुश्किल आती हैं, हर किसी के साथ आती हैं, बट यस विद टाइम हर किसी को निकलना पड़ता है. स्ट्रगल्स अलग अलग हो सकता है किसी का कम्युनिकेशन स्किल बहुत अच्छा हो लेकिन टेक्निकल फील्ड स्ट्रांग नहीं है. सो ओनली सॉल्यूशन इज वी हैव टू वर्क अपॉन इट. हम हर चीज़ प्लान करते हैं, लाइक कहीं ट्रैवल भी करना है, हम क्या बोलते हैं, प्लेन की टिकट चेक कर ले, मिलेगी तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज वी विल गो बाय ट्रेन. वी ऑलवेज हैव अ सेकंड प्लान. सेम वे in your life as well. Make one target, but always have a second plan available so that you are not stuck. Sometimes scenarios are not meeting you, so that you don't feel depressed. You have something to work on and you can move on. Later on, yes, you can come back and you can feel your passion. It might require some resources. Then I'll appreciate the Moit's point of not hiding any setback. Like he said, he has so many supplies and rebacks in his like diploma time, but he says it proudly because he has overcome that. I really appreciate for this. Now, अब कुछ चीजें हैं. I'll use Hindi plus English for it because I want everyone to get these points very clearly. I was speaking English earlier because that was about me. उसमें चलता है, आपको नहीं पल्ले पड़ा तो भी. Now, there are 3 or 4 points from my side which I want all of my juniors to listen very carefully and follow that. First is your attitude and commitment. Attitude and commitment go hand in hand. दोनों एक साथ चलते हैं. If you have a positive attitude, मैं ये कर दूंगा, वो कर दूंगा, and then you go back to your hostel room and you start playing Counter Strike, PUBG, start watching movies. There's no commitment in it. Attitude आपका ठीक है, but आपने किया क्या उसके लिए? You didn't did anything. So you have to work upon that as well. You have to show your commitment. I'm not saying don't have fun in your life. Have it, but in a balanced way. You have to keep a balance of both the things. In today's world, only studies doesn't matter, only fun doesn't matter. You have to have a combo of both of that. If you have, you will succeed, of course. Then next is self-dependency. Like in today's time, where everyone is sitting at home in this lockdown situation, especially I'm talking about India. There are a lot of companies which are at a stage of shutting off. They are going to be bankrupt. Jobs are going. People are not getting salaries on time. So these are some problems which we have never faced earlier in life. So this is something which we are facing now. So I would request for self-dependency, you have to do few things. One of them, most important, is develop your skills, latest skills. What is going to be the new trend in the market? Like now, artificial intelligence, machine learning. From manufacturing point of view, from mechanical point of view, these are the things. Same way, you have to look from IT, CS point of view, what are the things? Now, people who are freelancers, who are working from home, they are having jobs, they are working, they are not worried because they know the projects will be going on. But people who are working in the organizations, they have that tickle in their mind ki what will going to happen to me next 2 months, 3 months. So self-dependency is very important. Self-dependency also covers up. I'll say ki don't only focus on your job. If you have some idea, you think this idea can work. And I'm saying this to all my juniors because आप लोगों के पास अभी टाइम है. I will talk very practical here. आप लोग कॉलेज से निकलेंगे, आपके पास 5-6 साल है जॉब लेने के लिए या अपने आप को इस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए. Then you get married, आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज बढ़ जाएंगी, and you will fear about changing your job even. Not even getting or changing your field, but changing your job also will give you shivers because आपके पास बहुत सारी जिम्मेवारियां होती हैं. So I'll say you have an opportunity. If you have some idea, try. Make some startups. I'm giving you some names. Pizza Hut, KFC, Alibaba, Amazon, Google. हम सब इन नामों को जानते हैं और ये सारे वो स्टार्टअप्स हैं जो कोई किसी वैन में स्टार्ट हुआ था, कोई किसी कॉलेज के आगे पिज्जा बेचता था, कोई एक कमरे के अंदर एक अमेजोन छोटी सी उसने कंपनी बनाई थी. सो वो वहां से शुरू करके आज यहाँ पहुंच चुके हैं. दे पुट अप एवरीथिंग एट स्टेक. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू टू पुट अप एवरीथिंग एट स्टेक, बट आपके पास ये 4-5 साल है. टू माय फ्रेंड्स, अगर यहाँ पे फाइनल ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स भी ज्वाइन इन है तो उनके लिए अभी ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है. दे हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर द मार्केट व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन. Third year वालों के पास, yes, they have some time, 1 year, they can develop their skills. But especially first year, second year guys, you have lot of time available to you in your college life. Make best use out of it. Try to develop those skills. Think about the ideas जो society को चाहिए. It should be very different. भीड़ से अलग चलो. Being different is the key. If you are able to provide something which is very different, or even different, not very different, you are successful. Your idea is successful. Thing is being different. If you can focus on it, you can think of it. You can discuss in your college as well. You have a lot of teachers which will support you in these things. They are quite knowledgeable staff we have. So that is self-dependency. Now the last thing which we have talked, this is the crux about communication skill. या जितने भी हमने प्रकार की स्किल किया, सब बातें की है, स्ट्रगल की बात की है, जॉब में, इन सब चीजों में एक चीज है जिसे मैं एक वर्ड में सिंप्लीफाई करता हूँ. इट्स एम्प्लॉयबल. EMPLOYABLE, employable. You qualify, that is okay. You have some skill, that is okay, but you have to be employable. आज की डेट में अगर मैं MS DOS सीखने बैठ जाऊं, मेरे किसी काम की नहीं है, मैं चाहे उसे मास्टर कर लूं. सो इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट यू आर एम्प्लॉयबल. आपकी मार्केट की डिमांड क्या है, वो सब आपको पता होना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. देन ओनली यू विल बिकम एम्प्लॉयबल. अब अगर आप IT से हैं तो आपको पता होना चाहिए नेक्स्ट ट्रेंड क्या आ रहा है, उसकी मुझे नॉलेज है या नहीं है, and what else is required additional to my technical skills. Am I presentable? Now in a days, personality has become very important trait. We are going for interview processes, we select people, personality is the first thing which affects you. So you have to be employable. That is most important thing. Employable and qualified are two different things. Once you qualify, then you go for the interview, and if you're employable, then only you will be qualifying the interview. So this is something which I wanted to share with you, and I hope with the help of Vikas sir, we'll be having more sessions regarding this, and we'll be having more knowledge sharing and in detailed way. So this was quite summary. I didn't want it to take more time because we are already very late than the schedule. So now I would like to thank all the college of BRCM, the staff, the teachers, all my alumni friends, and my BRCM juniors who are attending this session. Thanks a lot from my side for joining this session. And now I'm handing it back to you, Vikas sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravi. I think Jaiveer also wants to share some views.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Please, Jaiveer.
Hello. Thank you, Ravi, for appreciating the point I made. And I also appreciate the points made by Heena and Mohit. Just I would like to add one more point in that same head, basically. So, just for students, they should not confuse between communication skills and technical skills. Both are important, essentially, in which organization or which industry you are. So I'm in research for about 10 years, more than 10 years, basically at IIT Bombay. I spent around 7 years. Then 3-4 years I spent in Korea. So in research, what you need, your technical skills and understanding of basics is more important than your communications. Either you know Korean, Hindi, English, Marathi, or whatever Haryanvi language, doesn't matter. The important thing is concept and basics, fundamental is important to communicate to other persons. That is more important. If you don't understand the engineering, you're not able to solve the research problems. Other than that, if you are in service industry, then your communication is more important than your technical. Your presentation is more important than other things. Fundamental and other things is also needed, but on the secondary. Primary is communication there. But for engineering, I must say, for research or for fundamental study of any things, you need your understanding other than the communication skills. So thank you. That was the point which I just wanted to clarify if there are any conflict between the interest of maybe juniors.
Okay, thank you, Jaiveer. Now, I would like to thanks all the panel members, faculty, those who joined us, and students also.
Students want to have some questions. We can go through that like for 10
Yeah,
minutes if
if
they want
students
some
have some
questions.
question, they can ask. Any of the students have any questions, they can ask. I don't think they have any question.
Great. So we'll have separate discussion as well on this. So let's conclude it.
Yeah. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.